Ngiya-appreciate uthando engitholayo kuba yazi bethi sengihambe ngivinjwa abantu ngisho emgwaqeni. Sengize ngifisa ukucasha. Ngisho ngathi ngiyaphi Pretoria, Bangeni, Soweto. Hey, bethi like it's so good ukubona ukuthi there are so many people who are inspired by the experiences, even though mina ngekho mnandi. It's fine. Mina the whole thing kwangayo akuyona content kumina. It's my story. It's my experience. Angikhulumi lezinto ngoba ngifuna ukwenza imali. Angitholi ngisho isenti mina ngokukhuluma lezinto. But ngiyikhuluma for ukusiza omunye umuntu. Kade ngibuka lapha kuma comments yabo. Ngiyabuka ukuthi khona abantu akusaduma amakhanda abasadinga more insight of what's really happening in South Africa. Yeah, I still have people that are like, uzofunda isifundo kuthi ungaphinde wenze ini. Like, mina sengisifundile sami isifundo. It's them they should be worried about. I mean, you can't be worried about me while yazifana nokuthi uzoyixaka ngomuntu osekashonile. While wena usabheka usazofa wena. There's still people concerned about me exposing certain things, like prison wardens, that come and try to defend izinto engizishoyo, while they know ukuthi izinto engiyishoyo zi-straight and bazazi yenzeka. So now there's even worse ebengakumentionanga, so esengifuna ukuthi ngikumentioneke this time. But angizuqala khona because I need to go step by step, give clarity on the first issue, second issue, third or fourth if they call it upward. I've been through a lot, you know. So in such a way ukuthi ngiyengifile ukuthi if ngikhuluma nabantu ngiyengifise engathi bangayilalela into mangisho, like ba focus khohlwa ukusmile kwami, ama dimples wara. No, like seriously. Ke ba focus because we have people abangama single parent, raiser abafana. And njengamanje, just to give an update after ngiphumile, yeah, it's a mess mfethu. Ngani zamanje ish, yeah, ngiyengiphatheka kabuhlungu ngibona ukuthi yabona la the generation ekhuliswa manje, yeah, most yayo i-generation yejele. Most kids namhlanje, they're not focused. I feel parents are playing a huge role in destroying their kids' future. Because njengamanje ingane azazi ngisho ukuthi umuntu omdala uyahlonishwa, which is number one lesson umzali kufanele amfundise yona umntwana. Ngane zamanje hlezi semafonini, hlezi asithunywa, azenzi lutho nje. Even if ukhuluma nayo yenza ukuthi hayi buke nje qhubekele nento eyenzayo. You know, that is number one problem ekukhuliseni umntwana. One thing umntwana okufanele afundiswe yona ekhaya inhlonipho. Ayikho ifuture yomntwana ongenanhlonipho. Because at some point uzobe edinga ukuthi kube khona umuntu ozomtshela. And umuntu ongahloniphi ngeke umtshele. He'll be like, ufuna ukuthini kumina? Yabo? Because angithi vele that time engakuhloniphi ayikho into azoyilalela esuka kuwena. So whether umtshela into right noma wenzani, you're wasting your time. Abazali njengamanje ubona baze balwe bajaha ukuthi abantwana babuyele ezikoleni. Ingoba bafuna ukushift blame. They are failing to control their kids, but they expect teachers to manage their kids. So if umntana wakhe ehlula wena ukumfundisa, how do you expect a teacher ukuthi afundise lo mntwana? Because teacher is just a stranger. And teacher akuwona umsebenzi wakhe ukuthi azofundisa umntwana wakhe ama-manners. Recently, teacher omkhulu uphuca ingane ifone. How do you expect a child to focus ephethe ifone? Kwayena umama wayo ehlula ukufocus acisha shayiswe izimoto emgwaqeni ewele echofa ifone ngoba akafocusile. Then how do you expect a minor to focus in school ephethe ifone, chat? And then if uthisha omkhulu ethatha ifone enganeni, yenzani ingane ithatha ilenti petrol bomb yoshisa imoto kathisha omkhulu? Just recently. And another thing that happened, abantwana baphuca amafoni esikoleni ngenxa ukuthi ba misbehave. Bashisa isikole. That is damage abantu abangayibona. Mina I feel ukuthi if ngayithola guidance, I would be far ngempilo. Noma ngabe kuthiwa ngiwenzile amaphutha, but angiyowenza ngazi. So that is why now I feel ukuthi let me just take a step, give that guidance to abantwana, because most yeingane njengamanje azinababa. Ngisho bekhona obaba bekho. Because ababa abaningi bazi ukuthi fanele ingane imsabe, which is wrong. Ingane fanele imhloniphe. And you earn respect, you don't demand it. Omama bakhona, they rather live ayitshela ukuthi yena upunisha ubaba wengane ngokuthi avimbe iaccess kubaba to umntwana wakhe, especially ingane yomfana. By doing that, you are destroying the kid's life, not your life, but impilo yakhe. Because unless uyabona ukuthi okay, lo muntu akekho right for umntwana, which I don't know ukuthi kanjani, because I feel wonke ubaba osukazi ingane yakhe ngeke angayithandi ingane yakhe. That's why ngithi osukazi useyakhe. Because abanye vele uthola ukuthi banama behavior athile ngenxa ukuthi mhlamba kanayo isho noma yakhe lengane or what. And then which is something futhi nakhona kufanele ilungiswe abazali. But denying your child access to ubabwayo or ubabwayo to access to umntwana wakhe, you're actually destroying the kid's life. And abantu besifazane, they think it damage ayikho by ayibona ukuthi I know umntwana wami ngimprovider ngayo yonke into. But there's always a damage ekhona ngokungabikho kwababa emntwaneni womfana. Ugcine ehambe ethatha ama-advice from wrong people, because akekho lo muntu azomtrusta ukuthi akhulume naye. That's why gcine lahleka kalula because uthatha advice from anyone azayithathe nakomalume abarong ngoba you still have kids abazenza clever esikoleni because nami at some point I was feeling like okay mangine phone wara abanye bengenayo ngishap ngagcine laphi gcine ejele ufuna ukuba nemali ngiphathe imali ngiphathe ini neintombi high school ke kusuke sekudlala lo mdlalo weintombi ubani odla ini yabo so yonke leyo nto leyo it's something enzima ukuthi control but if abazali they would go back ba realize ukuthi they need to do especially laba ama 2000 now I mess ama 2000 mfethu yo Ntombazane mfana wakhona imess mess and if uke wakhuluma le genge le yama 80s 90s esikhule nayo esikuyiyona sekumele ngabe ithathe responsibility yokuba bazali manje they are failing dismally at least ngiyazi njengoba ngikhuluma bazoyibona le and ngifuna abayizwe kahle they are failing dismally and ngendlela abaqhubeka ngayo they are raising a generation yejele bakhulisa izibosho and babhiza abanye bajudge abantu but akabona ukuthi yena la khulisa isigebengu la isibosho asidluleni lapho mfethu so but nje i-peace program focus on those things ukuthi we teach young kids how to behave and the response from Umlazi Tech was beautiful because kube nabantwana ababuyayo after that we had a one-on-one session sikhuluma nje ukuthi le ndaba yokubhema insanga ema toilet le ndaba yokubhampa esikoleni thebhisa ibhlukwe ubhema ogwayi wenza ini ufuna ukugqoka into ezibizayo peer pressure nje yonke into that has to do with the peer pressure igcina isaphi egcineni and bangayitshela ukuthi the wrong doings abawenzayo they will go unpunished for them punishment yakhona is very harsh and kugcina kuabuseka kwalo mzali wakho direct or indirect gcine abuseka so those are the things ebesikhuluma ngazo and touching base on crime the results of ukuba isigebengu because on a previous interview I did mention ukuthi emalokishini or kwi-community yabantu abamnyama sine challenge ukuthi abantu abangama role model eingane it's actually the criminals now lama khona nalawa ama politician ezinye igebengu nalezo so nazo igcina ziyama role model eingane ngane igcina sifuna ukwenza njengaye nabantu abangena inhliziyo mfethu because I'll make an example yama politician if you steal from umuntu oyena provider for this family then you have ingane eziningi ezila icekeni okumele ngabe ziyathola service from le mali le oyintshontshile wena as a politician so zonke lezi ingane la zizolala engadlili eventually mazikhula or sezikhulile angithi azinalutho ngeke ikwazi ukulala engadlili zizogcina zenze njani zizophuma ziyoganga then you've raised many other people nge-action yakho nje i1 then we come back and blame black society ukuthi I know igebengu wara but we don't go back ekutheni labantu sebehlupheke 20 years behlupheka and bayakhula la babona ukuthi noma sizamani noma sithi siyozama umsebenzi asuthuli mhlambe khona abangenawo ngisho ama ID la bazokwenzani? The 35-year-olds base South Africa, especially abesilisa, kumele benzeni njengamanje? Njoba kuthiwa basathola imisebenzi, khoma funding aya kubantu besilisa, everything is women empowerment, youth empowerment, women empowerment, youth empowerment. What about men? What should they do? So then it goes all the way to the point yokuthi emajele over 90% and kwamanye ufica ku 100% abantu abamnyama. For example, ijele laseshowe nasempangeni, I've been there. Eshowe bengekho umlungu oyi-1, ngekho ngisho indiyela eyi-1. Empangeni kwakukhona umlungu oyi-1, mhlambe namandiya ayi-2 engawabona. So majority abantu abamnyama. And then you ask yourself ukuthi kungenzeka yini ukuthi mhlamba amandiya nabelungu abawenza amacala or abaganga? Then the answer is no. But bona okwabo kuyahluka, okwethu kuyahluka. When I got sentenced, I was 19 years old. I got a sentence 10 years for kidnapping. I was 19 years, a minor, 19 years old. And then while I was in prison, there was many cases abelungu. Ababeboshelwa. Worst part, I was not there with kidnapping, but they said because you at the beginning of Itala you were there. So by Faga, I don't know, by Faga and Jan, then I got 10 years. Fine. First offender, 19-year-old. Then you find 36-year-old, 50-something-year-old, magumlungu nendi. So benikwa 5 years, 3 years. 5 years, 3 years for my kidnapping. Abawenzile. There were these guys abathatha umuntu bamfaka ebhokisini ephila babelungu. I think I don't know bani with this sentence engana, but abahlala ngisho 3 years baphuma. And then you ask yourself ukuthi, are we really in a democratic country njengoba besho? Well, I want to touch izinto ezibalekile ezinganakwa abantu. Then we can go back to into enyenzayo. Then we move on to the damage eyenzeka makwenzeka ubugebengu, the victims of crime. Who's providing psychological help to our victims of crime? And mangikhuluma ngaleyo ngeke ngayikhuluma when on interview I did with a radio Mkumundlovu, Maritzburg. Ukuthi maybe this is a challenge to our departments ahlukene, to government. Ukuthi fine, sekwenzekile ubugebengu. Sebanje umuntu inkunzi or usebulewe or usedlwenguliwe. Then isigebengu siyathathwa siyofakwa ejele. Masifakwa ejele, there's a social worker, there is a hospital, there is a psychologist, there is many other things is provided by the Department of Correctional Services to our offenders. And then that's good because it's for rehabilitation. Kumele vele basizakale ukuze bashintshe and become better people in the near future. But then what do you say about laba bama victim? For example, ubulala ubaba wami. Ngasala ngihlupheka. Ngoba ubaba kasekho, uyena be-provider, everything like her. 10 years down the line, angitholanga any psychological help. I'm still angry. Then you come out. Fanele kwenzakaleni. The same child or the same people that are related to the victim because of the trauma they experienced, which was never attended to, they will want to pay revenge. Or even not ukuthi bazolinda lo owenze lento. Nabo they will end up going out there benza ubugebengu because abasenawo umuntu obaprovidayo. And they never got the psychological help ababeyidinga. So already bona bekho right. Then you find people abasebebizwa ngomalgaju what. Kanti it's the incidents enzeka empilweni zabo that were not attended to. You have ama-victims of rape. Bagcina mhlakiwe enkantolo ukuthola le attention, then after that uzoyibonela. You have ama-victims of murder or whatever. Yabo. Kumele ngabe, I think SAPS or whichever department that deals with ama-victims. Kumele ngabe nabo bayaprovidelwa lezinto. Ma-psychologist, social worker, what. Abazodila nabo. The interview is not about me, mostly. But it's about me giving some information. Ebe ngithi mangihlezi, yabo mawuhlezi lapho ubhorekile ke. Ucabanga yonke into, ethi impilo uyibuka la embotsheni. Uyabuka ukuthi ish, yazi la flop. And that's not my leader thing. Growing up, ubaba engekho, and aqalanga lapho, because there was a point where ubaba azama ukubulala uma wami. I was like 4 or 5 years old. Ngilele phansi, uma ulele la embedeni with usisi wami omncane. And then ngenxa ukuthi kukhanya ugesi la ngaphandle, ngilele la phansi, so kucishile endlini. Mengena la emnyango ebusuku phethe umesa. Mom is sleeping here. Ngibona ishade, I don't know ukuthi ngaphaphanyiswa yini. Mhlawumbe wayengabonanga ukuthi ngilele la phansi, ngibona isithunzi. And ngaqhumela la onyaweni. And screamed, wavuka uma, then wabanjwa. That's how they separated. Because that was the last time ngabona ngayo baba wami. Kwasuka umsindo ke bafika abantu bazoleke bazolamula kwalekelelwa, then wahamba from there. And since ngangimncane leso sikhathi, leyo nto ihlale la ekhanda as if it was a nightmare. I wasn't sure if it's something eyenzeka ngempela or ngangiphupha. Ngize ngathola isibindi sokubuza uma in 2017, which is something eyenzeka ngabo 94, 95. Ngambuza ngo-2017 sengisejele. Hey ma, yazi kunento ehlezi ngihlupha la. Angazi noma yenzeka ngempela noma kanjani. Ukuthi something like this yake yenzeka yini. And she was shocked because wayicabanga ukuthi angiyikhumbuli leyo nto ngoba ngangimncane. So noku-attenda ama-classes, ama-psychologists, nani. And then you learn new things obukade ungayinaki. Ukuthi, wow. So, makunezinto ezenzakala empilweni yakho, ziyakushintsha wena ungaboni. Unganakile, ungazi. Mhlambe even abantu abadala ba-around wena bengekho aware ukuthi ushintshwe yini. Nawe ungazi usushintshwe yini. So me knowing ukuthi these psychological classes or whatever abakwenzayo kuyasiza. That's when I realized ukuthi shuthi baningi abantu abagcina bezondwa imiphakathi, bezondwa yini ngezinto ezincane nje. Luckily for me, I always have this thing yokuthi ngenga understand ukuthi umuntu mayizothi u-abuser abantu besifazane ngenxa ukuthi naye wak-abuser umzali wakhe or something. Kusuka kanjani? Because mina I had that thing yokuthi I will never abuse umuntu wesifazane ngenxa ye-trauma engayifila when my father abused uma wami. Ngenxa ubuhlungu engangibuza. Even growing up sengikhuliswa omalume nabo bani. They gave me uthando, but kugcina ngisho umuntu ethi uyakukhuza wenza into wrong akushaye, then you'll be like vele ungishaya ngoba nakho akangizali, ngoba nakho anginababa ini. Yonke leyo nto leyo ayibi right emntwaneni. So abanye ezinye izingane zigcina zingena kuma drugs, ziphuza utshwala. Abanye basekuphuza kanje manje ba traumatized abantu. Bane trauma abantu base South Africa mfethu. Tswempu. Sibaningi ukuthi asazi. Yabo. Bese oba khona bayiphuzela nje for ubumnandi ke. Kodwa nje abaningi abalali nje ebusuku abantu bakulaleke ebusuku. Banenkinga, bayakhala before balale in. So we society elimele psychologically. And ukuhlupheka kuyakueda lokho. Uzotshela ukuthi uzonikwa 350 imali ye roll on. Amafutha 260. Then phelile. Imali transport ufike uthenga amafutha iphele imali. Instead of ukuthi provide umsebenzi abantu. Then yonke lento le inyusa ama stats crime. Not just ama stats. Vele mhlambe bona ba benefita ngokunyuka ama stats crime. Njoba ngishilo ukuthi ba benefita kanjani. Bayazi bona ama politicians ba benefita kanjani. Well, I'll get into that ngoba ibalekile leyo. If umuntu efila ukuthi the agenda network is doing wrong by giving a platform to the ex-offenders, then yena unenkinga yena. Him or herself unenkinga. Because this platform is not for ukuveza or ukujabula ukuthi wena sewuphumile or what. It's about those abangakaboshwa, abasakanga. Ngiye ngatshela omunye that time ngisejele ethi uyasaba ukuzongibona ejele. Ngithi mina it's fine, ngiyak understand, but this is something engicela ukuthi uyazi, uyikhumbule ukuthi the same people ohlezi nabo lapho. Mhlambe lo muntu okade ugibele emotweni yakhe namhlanje etshwaleni niphuza. That's the very same people abala. The same pastor oya kuyena ngesonto, uye esontweni lakhe. Abanye opastor bala. Thisha omkhulu bakhona la ejele. Politician akhona la ejele. Wonke inhlobo yomuntu. So mawuthi usaba ukuzala, it's understandable. You have every right to feel like that. But it's not abantu abasejele that you should be worried about. Abantu ohlezi lapho nabo. Okuyabanye babo, because laba esinabo la nami njengoba ngila, there were people ebengihlala nabo ebebengazi ukuthi mhlambe ngiyakanga angene emotweni yamakhululeko. Mhlambe uzongena emotweni kanti imoto entshontshiwe agcine egaxele. So you shouldn't be worried about. It's the same people ohlezi nabo labo laba bala. Ungayitshela ukuthi mhlambe sekuwamabhubesi lawo. No. Same community ohlezi nabo. So if umuntu ezofila ukuthi i-agenda network is giving abantu platform to boost or bafaka isilonda kusawoti, then they should go and do research. Actually, there is a program called Victim Offender Dialogue. Victim Offenders Dialogue, it's where I, as an offender, go back to the victims. Give them closure. It gives them closure. Because abantu basobe nama-questions ukuthi kwakwenzakaleni ezebulala ubani. Kwakwenzakaleni beze begcina bebulalana. Yabo mhlambe kwantu bebeyabangani bagcina sebebulalana bese yaboshwa. And then the family ayinayo closure because ayazi kwenzakaleni. Then kubizwa i-victim or family yonke yama-victim because the time kulimala umuntu oyi-1 ngisho abekuthiwa useshonile but ifamily yakhe inankinga futhi they still have questions abafuna ukuyibuza. Yabo. Then the offender nomndeni wayo kuhlangane kanje. And then kube naleyo dialogue ukuthi kukhulunywe kuthelelwana amanzi kuxolelwana. So ukuthi abanye babhizi bakwatile labakwatela abantu umuntu lapha before uphume wenziswa leyo nto. Xhumane nama families alo muntu or naye lo muntu owayumhlumezile kube nale conversation uxolise usho ukuthi kwenzakalani mabexolela baxolela mabengaxolela baxolele. Yabo. Cause lokho kusiza ekutheni umuntu athole closure. Yabo. Ngoba usuke ehlukumezekile. So nala omunye angayitshela ukuthi le platform wrong. Ingaba wrong kumuntu ozobazi ukuthi yena ufihleni. Mhlambi yamthinta somewhere somehow. Nalo owakwahlukumezeka yes uzofila vele but ayikho into right vele emhlabeni. There is all yonke into ino right no wrong bayo. So asikwazi ukudonsa ngebhande linye sishonele sonke. Imagine if uzothi wena into esiza abantu abawu eSouth Africa sibangaka 50 something million. Into esiza kulawo 50 something million sizomayinazi ingane nabani bani mhlambe nje sithi 30 million. Imagine uzokhalela ukuthi wena ku affecteka abantu abawu 10,000 kubantu abawu 30 million abasizakalile. Then wena unenkinga kwawena vele. Kwawena udinga usizo, udinga psychologist. Yabo cause lento ayilimazi umuntu but isiza abanye abantu ukuthi bangalokhu. And masokhuluma ngejustice yase South Africa. We're not saying weak or is strong. So if umuntu yena efuna ukubelieve ukuthi weak okwakhe lokho. Mayefuna ukubelieve ukuthi strong okwakhe futhi lokho. And lokho uyokubona that day inkinga seyibhekene nayo. Ukuthi the Agenda Network is giving a platform to even a department or a Department of Justice to look deep into things in order to adjust or to fix the justice system in South Africa. Because it's not always the case ukuthi wonke umuntu ofika la ufuna ukuzwelwa or what. Akekho umuntu ofuna ukuzwelwa. Yabo? We have a case kaMbopha. Because nathi Mbopha chi. Ngikhuluma ngayo ngoba ngihlale naye endlini. Bengihlala naye. Sidla naye kanje, sijima naye. Ephuma ebizwa kuthi uyaphuma. Wonke umuntu bekangamkhola uMbopha. Esho ethi angizange ngibulale umuntu mina. But here I am. And nalapha besiphuma njalo ekseni siye gymini, siphume siye esikoleni. Siphume siye gymini, siphume siye esikoleni sibuye ntambama naye. Yabo. So sena 9 years or so ephumile. Still here's a pending case. Akakwazi ukuapply umsebenzi, akakwazi ukwenza lutho because nawe ngeke umqashe umuntu ukuthiwa okay ukutholakala ukuthi kunobufakazi bokuthi icala kalenzanga wakhishwa on bail. For 9 years uhlezi. Angithi usaku bail. So it's either uyasho ukuthi umuntu okay siyamkhipha liphelile icala, then he can easily go and apply for umsebenzi because icala liphelile. But now his case is pending for 9 years. So how do you then say ijustice yase South Africa ifair or right mangabe kunama cases akanjalo. Lo muntu ushuthi impilo yakhe istakile kufanele ezenze njani? Ngoba akakwazi ukuthola umsebenzi, akakwazi kwenza lutho. Shuthi kubona bafise ngathi ngabe wa-adopta ubugebengu lapha ejele. Aphume njoba bempanisha nje yonke leminyaka. Aphume enza ubugebengu. Then bazombuza bese bethi niyambona ke. Yabo sebesizakele.